And hello from IAGS. I am very excited. I've always wanted to meet Steve Hill. I've been on his case for a little while about a GeoHUG. So watch this space because it's recorded. So you've got to commit now.
Okay, Jess.
But no, thank you so much for talking to me. It is awesome to meet you here today. Your keynote this morning was awesome. I was hoping you could touch on some of the key takeaways from your talk today.
Yeah, thank you, Jess. That's very kind of you. The keynote that I gave this morning was really an opportunity for me to be able to share some of the passion that I have for really trying to encourage, if not inspire, people to connect with our country, with our landscape, with our planet, because that's what we need to survive. But the other part about it is just to have people in our society that can read the landscape, understand the landscape, and have us better live with it.
Yeah.
And all of that comes back to science and how we understand and can see the landscape.
Yeah.
So that was a big part of it. So I talked about Australian landscapes and some of the, just very simply, some of the key elements of how Australian landscapes have got to be how they are and how we then use that through geochemistry. And then I finished up with a bit about into the future and sustaining our people and our expertise and invariably our connection to country.
Yeah, I love that. I've always been such a fan. That's why I was so excited that we're finally going to meet today, because I do find that you are like one of the most passionate geoscientists that I've ever seen, like ever. It's so awesome watching your stuff and how you communicate and what you do. And yeah, I'm just curious, like what got you into all of it to begin with?
Yeah, well, probably like many people that are working in this area, it's through that, well, curiosity, but also just love and connection for our planet and the places that we live and the places that we go to for recreation or to, retreat from the busyness of society and just connect to how the planet works and the beauty and wonder of that. And finding that just really through that, I wanted to learn more, be more submersed in it. Yeah. And that's what's led to a career in geoscience.
I love that. That is super cool. And you live in South Australia now?
Where do I live? I do live, I have a South Australian driver's license and I spend probably the majority of my time in Adelaide, which is where my wife and daughters, it's where my family lives. But I, of course, have a job that's based in Canberra. So I spend a good proportion of my time also in Canberra, which I love. It's a great place. And I have family that lives there too. My sister lives there. So, I love both places. Yeah. And I also make the best of traveling between the two.
Yeah. So you were saying just before we went live that you try and go a different way every time.
It is my obsession in some ways that... And look, a lot of it comes back to this connection to country and understanding and the science of places and so forth. But yes, I drive between Canberra and Adelaide or Adelaide and Canberra for the majority of my commute. And I take photos along the way. And because on our smartphones, all our photos are geotagged, I can see where I've been. Yeah. And I was shocked by the places that I'd passed through and not stopped at, or places that I thought I'd been to but hadn't. Yeah. And so now my obsession is to go a different way and take photos along the way. And I just love looking at that map, which has all the different ways
getting all the dots everywhere.
And then looking at the gaps. Yeah. It's a nerdy thing. It's a confession, but I love it.
I'm here for it. That is awesome. I'm a bit of a South Australian newbie. I think this is my second time here. I'm very excited to be here, but connection to landscape and country, where should I be spending some time this week in South Australia?
South Australia is amazing for it. And it's partly because our landscapes are so laid bare. You look at the Flinders Ranges, even the Adelaide Hills or our beautiful coastline, and that landscape here just hits you in the face for its beauty, but it's just so stark and so exaggerated almost. Yeah. Look, any direction out of Adelaide
you're on a
and
winner.
even within Adelaide is just fantastic. It really is. But Jess, I know you love wine, so
you got me.
spin the wheel. Barossa, McLaren Vale, Clare Valley, Adelaide Hills, all of those places. But they're not just about vineyards and wine.
Yeah.
They're just beautiful places as well.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That is awesome. So back to your keynote, you were talking about finishing on the future of geoscience. What sort of things are you predicting?
One of the really amazing things is that we have an incredible, we live in incredible times.
Yeah.
We know more about our planet than at any other time in history. That's amazing. We have incredible technology. We have amazing ways to be able to view our planet from above, from satellites, or even beneath or at the surface. It's amazing what we can do, the sort of data we have, the technology we have for working with that data.
Yeah.
But what we need also in there are the people with the skill and knowledge, particularly from a scientific perspective, that can bring that all together and make sense of it and connect with it. And so in my presentation this morning, I really finished by bringing that to the fore, that we've had a great history of work, but how do we sustain that into the future?
Yeah.
And where are the new, the new people and the future generations of scientists that will be connected to our landscapes and our country? Where will they come from?
Yeah. I love that. It's a good one to think about, and it's fun. I feel like I've got a front row seat watching it all slowly unfold, and it's gonna be really cool to see it all develop.
It is going to be amazing. And I, you might sort of think, or people might think, oh, but Steve, you're kind of reading from the hymn book there, and it's a bit, we all know this, but I think we do sometimes forget, and we take it for granted. We forget that everything we need for our life has to come from the earth.
Yeah.
And how we make decisions about that is best to be based on knowledge and science.
Yeah.
To guide us through and the best we can. So
you have to know the earth to be able to make any sort of decisions about it, for sure.
That's right.
Yeah. 100%. So I thought you were a geochem, but then I learned that you're not a geochem, and I'm not a geochem. So let's have some fun.
Okay.
I'm still trying to memorize. I've got my periodic table here.
Nothing better than that.
Do you know? We'll start easy. Number 2.
Helium?
Yes. Okay. Do you know number 8?
I'm very nervous about this. I've got someone with a periodic table mouse pad who's grilling me.
It's only because I don't know them either. Do you know number 8?
Oh, if I sat down and sang the periodic table song, I could probably get that. No, what's number 8, Jess?
Oxygen.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, last one. What about... I don't even know what half of these are. 29.
Let me know what 29 is.
Copper.
Oh, great.
There you go.
Yeah. Love copper.
Yes.
Love oxygen.
Yes.
Love helium. They're all good.
Good choices, I think. Yes. But no, it's been absolutely brilliant meeting you today. Thank you so much for having a little chat with me today. And it's been awesome.
Good on you, Jess. Thank you very much.
You
Lovely
so
to chat
much.
to you as well.
Thank you.
Alrighty.